Hey everyone, I'm Amena, and welcome back, explorers, to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here, or are a repeat visitor, you're welcome. Now, this week I'm going to talk about anime in particular, and animations, because that not only covers anime, it also covers cartoons. But, first things first, the reason I want to talk about anime is because somebody actually thought anime was just those animations that depicted girls, women in skimpy clothes and large eyes. Yeah, uh, there's actually a whole wide variety of anime, from drama to mystery to slice of life to romance, even. Um, of course, you have your action adventure, your sci-fi, your fantasy, and yeah, I'm pretty sure everything I just mentioned could be found in cartoons too. But I needed to mention the wide range that is in anime. And yeah, there's also hentai and ecchi. Hentai, I won't be going into at all. Just that if you want pornographic animes, that's where you go. Uh, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that one. Ecchi, on the other hand, is, yeah, that's actually full of fan service. So, lots of panty shots for fan service. Other things that we won't touch on, it's usually paired with comedy and other things, and also in harem animes. If you, but yeah, that's not what I'm actually wanting to talk about. So now, because I wanted to look for examples, I found out a few things. Do when you hear the term Western anime, it originally meant anime that has been dubbed with English dubs, or dubbing in general. But to confuse things even further, there is now cartoons that have a subcategory of Western anime. In other words, cartoons inspired by anime proper. So, it's even more confusing when a site that's dedicated to showing Japanese anime shows what shouldn't be on its site, like, oh, I don't know, Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra. Those are two very good examples of Western anime. In other words, a cartoon with anime influences. So it's a cartoon that's been inspired very heavily by Japanese animations. But to make things even more confusing, the original anime that first came out was actually, uh, whether it be anime or manga, I think it was anime. The original anime was actually inspired by Walt Disney cartoons. Very confusing. But I'm gonna throw everyone for a loop here, especially with the fact that DreamWorks Animations uh, did two different reboots. They weren't as successful with one as they were with the other. Now, Voltron, legendary defender of the universe or galaxy, by DreamWorks Picture Animations, was actually a reboot of the 1980s cartoon. You'll find out why I say that. In parentheses, no less. But, uh, Voltron, uh, Defender of the Universe. Now, here's the thing. Voltron, Defender of the Universe is actually the English dub of the Japanese anime Beast King Go Lion. I want you to let that sink in. So, Voltron was originally an anime that became a Western anime, meaning it was English dubbed. And then it went to modern day cartoon, maybe? Or it could, you know, DreamWorks is in the States, so if you look at it this way, depending on where it's produced, that could make it a cartoon or an anime. It, you know what? Ultron was originally an anime that got a reboot from DreamWorks Animations. Now, it wasn't a very good reboot because of the ending, but at least it had an ending. I'll give it credit there. I enjoyed it, but a lot of people were disappointed with it. The ending could have been a lot better, but it is what it is. The other reboot they did was She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. The original cartoon was She-Ra, Princess of Power. And that was made to sell twice. So yeah, it gets confusing. But at least now I know that, yes, there are some cartoons that do have the subgenre of Western anime. And Western anime used to originally refer to anime that has been dubbed. Still very confusing. Either way, I love the fact that there is a wide variety that you can find in multiple anime. It's not a one trick pony. And people all over the world enjoy this stuff. Cartoons, on the other hand, most cartoons are action adventure. Uh, there are adult cartoons, i.e., lots of swearing, gore, carnage. You want good examples? Well, here's a really good example. A cartoon movie, I think. I could be wrong, uh, but I'm gonna say heavy metal. Now, I don't know if the first was an anime or a cartoon. I think the second one was definitely a cartoon. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, because I didn't research that. Of course, we have other things that are definitely cartoons, especially if they have been done over here and they don't look like anime. So, yeah, either way, I just find it rather interesting that what things that I thought were one thing were another. Oh, and yeah, one of the things I really like is Thundercats. Now, um, this is one case where the animations for the original Thundercats were actually done over in Japan in mind for a Western audience. So that's why it's not dubbed. Isn't the animations over here for the English writers? That's what I'd like to call it, a hybrid. But you know what? I'm starting to ramble just a little bit. So I'm going to end this episode here and leave you all with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always like to share. Be safe, be healthy, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.
Feel me like a Hellcat.